Hi everybody, I'm Annmarie Brogan from Organize Me of New York. I am a professional organizer and also a positive psychology-based life coach and resilience trainer. Today I'm going to talk to you about how not to freak out during quarantine from an organizing perspective. And I'm hoping to show you how creating an uncluttered environment and establishing a new routine, however temporary, can be super helpful during these challenging times. Focusing on what we can't control makes us feel helpless, whereas focusing on what we can control empowers us to take action. One thing we can control is our environment. How can we create an uncluttered, efficient, and visually appealing space for us to spend most of our time in? We can't really tackle all of that in a 5 to 10 minute little nugget video, but we can focus on one area. So I'm going to invite you to think in terms of clearing your clutter, particularly your physical clutter. It's helpful to understand how clutter impacts us. The very sight of physical clutter has been shown in research studies to increase anxiety and reduce productivity, sometimes to the point of complete inaction. And that's pretty powerful. That's a good argument for clearing the clutter. These negative emotions can negatively impact the immune system, which is the very thing that we need to be in tip-top shape right now. Clutter is very draining. It drains us physically, emotionally, mentally. When we're running around the house like a chicken without a head, that is very physically draining. It is. And it makes us feel like maybe we can't handle things. It puts us in that mindset of, oh, I can't handle this, I'm never going to get through this. That's mentally and emotionally draining. And what happens when we get depleted of energy, we are less patient, we are more reactive, we do not make rational decisions. We are not as optimistic in the way we think. It could be harder to concentrate. And when we do, we tend to be more problem-focused rather than solution-focused. So these are great arguments for clearing the clutter. And you want to be able to focus on what you have and what you need when you need it. And again, not drain yourself of all that energy. We always say, the less you have to manage. Now, we're not saying you need to get rid of everything you own, but we're saying in this short term, make sure that the spaces that you're creating for your particular needs and family are uncluttered and have what you need close by so that you don't need to expend any unnecessary energy to get what you need and to be productive. And for some, that just might mean having your kitchen uncluttered because you can't do the job that you normally do from home, you're not in school, and you're left with all this unwanted free time. Maybe you're going to spend it cooking, so make sure that that area is uncluttered and you have what you need. Use it as an opportunity to tackle some of the projects that you've been wanting to tackle. If you do need to work from home virtually, you want to designate an area where you can be efficient and where you can focus and where you can concentrate. And so eliminating the clutter is going to be very important to that end. And having the office supplies that you are used to having at your desk or your workstation, you're going to want to create that at home and eliminate what you don't need. Again, the less you have to manage. If you are a parent who has to set up a school area for your kids, again, super important. Try to have everything they need so that they're not getting up every 2 seconds to get something, because every time they get up is an opportunity for them to get off task and to get distracted. I know that when my daughter was little, she's in college now, let me show you this little tool. This was a caddy that at the time was available at Costco. A lot of arts and crafts places and, they have similar things. I don't know that they have the same one. But this held all of her art supplies and school supplies that she needed, and it was all in one place because she liked to go from room to room to do different projects. So like the fact that it was portable was really helpful. You can invest in an art caddy and create one for your kids. And it also gives them a place to put things back at the end of the day. So, you know, mentally you can say, okay, I'm done with school now. Or if it's for office supplies, I'm done with work now. It's just a way to delineate that, because when you're home for everything you're doing, it can be hard to separate your time. If you don't want to spend money, you can take things you already own. This happens to be an old fabric bin that was part of a unit that we got rid of, but you could take a shoebox, and this is a tea container. So I don't have the tea anymore. I drink a lot of tea, but I have all these little tea containers in here. You could use mugs or red Solo cups, and you can create an art caddy that way, or a supply caddy, just to have everything you nearby. You can take a little tray and put what you need to do your work. These are the ways that organizing and simplifying can help, because now you have everything within reach and it keeps you productive. Again, not to deplete us of energy, so that we are more patient with our loved ones and that we communicate more effectively and we keep those positive emotions up, which in turn strengthens our immune systems. I hope you found this helpful. If you have some ideas for how we can support you more specifically, please let us know. We can do more videos, or you can visit us online and on social media and continue the conversation that way. Let us know how we can support you. And in the meanwhile, stay safe and healthy. Bye-bye.